Welcome back, everyone. Today we continue our journey through the 7 churches in Revelation, focusing on the second letter to the church in Smyrna. This is part 2 of chapter 2, and I want to explore what this ancient city and its faithful church teach us about perseverance, faithfulness, and the hope of resurrection. The Lord addresses Smyrna with a title that echoes eternal truth, the first and the last, who died and came to life. This is Jesus Christ speaking, reminding the church of his victory over death, his resurrection, and his sovereignty over all trials they face. In Revelation 2, verses 8 to 11, Jesus acknowledges their tribulation and poverty, yet affirms they are rich in faith. He warns of upcoming suffering. The devil is going to throw some of you into prison for 10 days, a phrase that symbolizes a period of testing, not a literal 10 days necessarily, but a significant time of trial. He urges them, "Be faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life." This is a call to steadfast endurance, trusting in the promise of eternal life, an incorruptible crown that no second death can touch. Now, why Smyrna? Historically, Smyrna had known death and resurrection for centuries. It was once a dead, desolate city, but it was reborn, symbolic of hope. The city's history of revival and resilience mirrors the church's own calling, to endure hardship, confident that Christ, who died and rose again, is with them. In the early centuries, Smyrna and Philadelphia stood out as champions of faith, enduring persecution that lasted for centuries, holding back waves of Islam until Europe was ready for the Renaissance and Reformation. Their strength lay in their endurance. But facing persecution was inevitable. Rome, tolerant of many religions, demanded loyalty through emperor worship. Christians refused, marking them as intransigent and unpatriotic, which led to social and economic hardship. The synagogue of Satan, the Jewish community opposing the church, further intensified the opposition. The phrase 10 days is probably symbolic, an indication of a significant but limited period of testing. History shows that persecution, though severe, was ultimately temporary. Nero's reign in Rome, for instance, proved that even the fiercest persecutions could not last forever. What does this mean for us today? The church in Smyrna was called to be faithful amid suffering, an example for every generation. They were tested, tempted to compromise, but remained faithful. Their perseverance earned them the promise of the crown of life, a symbol of eternal reward. Smyrna's story teaches us, even in the face of death and hardship, Christ's victory over death gives us hope. Like Smyrna, we may face trials, but our faithfulness will be rewarded with eternal life, an unbreakable crown. Thank you for joining me today. Next time, we'll explore how these messages apply to us and how we can stand firm in our own faith journeys, trusting in the triumphant Christ who died and came to life.